you, through your field, nutrition and fitness, help our women's health community understand, it's a big question, understand, prevent, and manage osteoporosis?
Yeah, I'm grateful that you chose this topic, Ange, because it's actually quite a silent condition and you might not know you have it until you get a fractured bone, because most
Yes,
people aren't going around checking, which
bone
Ian will go
density.
into, checking the bone density, exactly. So for me, educating women, particularly in the perimenopause space, because the hormonal influences on bone density are massive as we move into menopause, which I think Ian's going to touch on some stats there. So educating the importance of looking after bone health. And the way I do that in my consultations, specifically when it comes to nutrients, is I assess someone's diet. I've got software that helps me understand what nutrients are being met in regards to the Australian Dietary Guidelines and the RDI, which is the recommended dietary intake.
Yeah.
So the software will give me a report and it'll see if you're meeting those key nutrients, which we're going to talk about later, which are supportive for bone health. And so then obviously in perimenopause, I'm going to prioritise those key nutrients, working with my clients to say, how can we build on that in your daily diet?
Yeah, awesome. So Ian, would you like to touch on that?
Yeah, sure. And as Tracy's already mentioned, probably a really good starting point for anyone, sort of even from the age of 40 plus, to get some baseline data would be to get themselves a scan. Just one of the scans you can get, for example, is a DEXA body scan. That will give you bone density scores as well as your body composition scores, which are really, really important as a real baseline. And when I say that, I think what's really important before we sort of dive into the bone density as well is actually understanding how our body's made up with skeletal muscle, etc., because that is something we really want to protect as we get older as well. So not only are we looking at bone density, but we're looking at our muscle mass to ensure that actually we're not going to fall over in the first place, to actually to have those fractures, etc.
Yeah, so
The research. Yep,
yeah.
sorry.